everybody. All right, we'll wait for a few minutes and then we'll get started. I'm normally, when I do my makeup lives, I'm on my business page, which is Rhea Hope. But today, we're going live on my personal page because my page ain't working. But say hello when you're popping on. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're new, comment newbie in the comments so I can welcome you. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys my shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all of the products I'm going to be using. So I'll go ahead and pin it there. But like I said, make sure you say hi when you come on. We're going to be using the brand new foundation from Unique, which just launched on, was it yesterday? Is today the 2nd? Yesterday. Hello guys. Hi, welcome. Hi, Haley. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Adrian. So, like I said, we're going to use the Liquid Touch foundation in just a few minutes. We're going to wait for everyone to get here, and then we'll get started. I love this foundation. It is so full coverage. It is so soft on the skin. It blurs pores and imperfections like nothing I've ever seen. It is incredible, transfer resistant, phenomenal, with a 12-hour hold with no touch-ups needed. It's good for dry skin, oily skin, mature skin. It's the best foundation I have ever used. So good. Yay! Hello, Roberta. Definitely make sure you grab it. It's actually on sale in the September special. So there's 2 September specials. There's one that is $99 that comes with your foundation, your concealer, your setting spray, and your primer. And then there's the Flawless 4 Plus, which is the next one up, and that comes with any foundation, your concealer, any setting product, any primer, any foundation, and any facial brush. So everything you would need for incredible coverage today. So what I'm going to do differently in today's live is, if you watch me for any amount of time, I normally do my foundation, concealer, and then use a setting powder, and then go in with my pressed powder over top. So today I'm actually going to skip the setting powder to see how the foundation withholds my oily skin throughout the day, and see if the pressed powder will be good enough for that coverage. So I'm excited to put it to the test. I love trying new things, and especially if that means that my routine's going that much faster, I'm here for it. All right, so let's go ahead and pin my hair up and then we'll get started. But if you're new here, make sure you say newbie in the comments so I can welcome you if you've never seen one of my tutorials before. And then if you haven't yet been color matched, which means like I help you pick out your color of makeup, make sure to comment color match down below in the comments so I can private message you. So for my makeup right now, or sorry, my skin right now, what I have on is I have on 3 products. So I wash my face in the morning. After I wash my face, I use my Unique eye cream on my under eye. I apply that there. And then, awesome. Hi, Rosie. Thanks for being here. So I apply my eye cream underneath, which is such an amazing eye cream for healing fine lines, dark circles, and it has caffeine infused in it. So it's actually going to help to heal your fine lines, dark circles, and it has incredible peptides in it. So I use that every morning and every night is the eye cream. And so I put that on my under eyes, and then after I've let that settle for like 3 to 5 minutes, I go in with my setting spray. I apply my setting spray all over my face and I fully let it dry, and then I'm going to go in with the other really important product, which is the Mattifying Face Primer. The Mattifying Face Primer is going to be very crucial with this foundation. Without this primer, it won't adhere to your skin as well as it should. So if you are using this without the primer, you can use the Mattifying Face Primer or the Hydrating Face Primer. Either is fine, or the Glorious, but you have to use these 2 things together. It's a must. You're not going to get the same coverage you're seeing on Facebook without the primer. So making sure to apply about a dime-sized amount of primer on your skin all over, let it fully dry and set into your skin, and then we're going to do the setting spray again. So setting spray, primer, setting spray is a routine. So as you see, I've been shaking this bottle up for about 30 seconds. That's going to be another important step as well. And this is going to, when you're shaking it up really well, it's going to make the coverage even thicker. So we're going to go ahead, and when you unscrew it, see how the top pops? That's it sucking in all of that foundation. So it's kind of nice because you won't ever have like the old foundation always had that trouble that to get all the old foundation out of the dropper. This, when you close it, it shoots out whatever was in there, and then it sucks up whatever for the new batch. So we're gonna unscrew this and we're gonna use it on top of our kabuki brush. So this brush is gonna be another really important factor in applying it. I have applied this foundation other ways. It doesn't apply as flawlessly as when you're using the kabuki brush. So you're gonna unplug this guy, and we're gonna squirt a little bit right on top of this and go right into our skin. And then I'm just going to bounce this off just like this, kind of using, I can never say this word, stippling motion all over. And this, as you see, it's like incredible coverage right before your very eyes. And you don't need a ton of product to get that really wonderful coverage. I use about, I would say like 3 drops total for my whole face. And you guys know I'm obsessed with full coverage. So the fact that I can do a whole face of makeup with that little amount is phenomenal. So here I've done one side of my face so you guys can really see this incredible coverage. Again, comment color match down below if you want to get help picking out your shade. So I've only done 1 drop on the left side of my face applied with the kabuki brush. Look at my dark circles. Is that not incredible? Completely gives you flawless skin. Hides all your imperfections. It's phenomenal. Again, we're going to use it on the other side. Do another dab and then blend this in using that bouncing motion with your kabuki brush. So all of these products are actually on sale and in a bundle, which I think is so fabulous that they did that this month for you guys, because it just makes your life so easy. It makes my life so easy grabbing things in a bundle. So all you have to do is pick out your colors. So in the bundle, like I said, is this month's September special, and you're going to get any foundation. You can choose the new one. You get your concealer, you get your pressed powder, you can get your kabuki brush, you can get your setting spray, and you can get your primer. So everything that I'm using to get coverage, to get this amazing foundation look, is on sale in the the Flawless 4 Plus, which is the second the second special. Okay, so there we have it all on. So then what I've been liking doing is taking like a teeny tiny bit more and just dropping that right on my skin, and then using my damp blending bud to apply this all over to just smooth it out a little bit. I'm a stickler with fine lines. I don't like to see fine lines. I don't like to see my pores. So I like using this for kind of those harder to reach areas that a kabuki brush just can't fit into. So I'm going to go over with my blending bud, which is damp, and just bounce this off everywhere, which just kind of enhances the coverage a little bit. One shade lighter than Eyelet would be the shade Lace. And if you need to be color matched, if you need help picking out what shade you are, just comment color match down below and I'll private message you. All right, so here we have the full foundation, you guys. Is that not incredible? 3 drops of your liquid foundation. It's so phenomenal. One shade darker than Organza is the shade Lace. All right, so now let's use our concealer in the shade Lace. So this concealer is also part of the Kudos. It is phenomenal. You guys know how much I've been obsessed with this concealer for so long. So why I love this concealer so much is it actually has that same amazing caffeine-infused healing ingredient in it that helps to not only hide your discoloration of your under eye, but it also has caffeine infused in it. So it's going to give you like an instant little eye lift. It is so flawless. It is so seamless. It blends like a dream. It doesn't cake up. It's so good. So I would recommend going down 1 shade in your concealer just so you can have like a really nice brightening effect for your under eye. But you can also do your same shade as well. So Shelby, I'm like that as well. I tend to like using my blending buds rather than the brush, but with this coverage, for some reason, the kabuki brush actually blends it better than the blending buds. It doesn't look as full coverage with the blending buds if you go in with them first. Just forewarning. You can try it, but I would urge you to make sure you get the kabuki brush with this. So if there's like must-haves, which I always am like here to tell you guys, like you don't need that, or you can buy it cheaper somewhere else. But these 3 products, if you want the same coverage, are going to be crucial. Mattifying face primer, kabuki brush, liquid foundation. So these 3 are going to be very important to get the same coverage you're seeing here on Facebook. So all 3 of these, which all 3 of them are on sale in the September special. All right, so typically right now I would go in with my setting powder, but I'm challenging myself to not use it today to see if I can get beautiful, long-lasting coverage with just the pressed powder and this foundation. So we're going to go straight in with our Kabuki brush, which is by a different company. Just message me, I'll give you a link to it, and I'll also write it in the comments. And now I'm going to take it on my big brush, and I'm just going to use this all over, and this is what I'm going to use to set my makeup. So it's still going to draw out those natural oils of our skin and trap them so it's not pushing against our foundation. It's also adding a very fine layer of coverage to our skin as well. I really like applying it with a big Kabuki brush because I feel like it applies it very softly and like seamlessly on your skin, so it doesn't look super heavy, like a heavy, thick, cakey coverage. I also really swear by this pressed powder because it actually has vitamin E infused in it, shea butter, and it's just so healing for your skin. Also has a UV protectant too. So we're going to use this all over to set our makeup and provide a little extra coverage, and we're going to put it to the test today, and I will definitely be reporting back to let you know if I felt like I still needed my setting powder. So if you're just now tuning in, we've used our brand new liquid foundation. So the liquid foundation also has, I learned how to say this for you guys, sodium hyaluronate, which is a water retention property. It's an ingredient that helps to plump the skin and helps to give you this radiant finish to your skin. So I feel like that's like the kicker with this foundation. That's what gives you like this different look. I kept looking in my mirror yesterday and the day before that I've used this foundation. I'm like, my skin looks so good. I cannot see any pores. It looks so soft. It looks flawless, which I feel like it's hit or miss with some foundations, but this is so incredibly flawless on the skin. Concealer, we went in without for just our under eye, and then we set it with our pressed powder. Honestly, Holly, any and all people need this foundation. Dry skin, mature skin, oily skin, all the skin needs this foundation. I'm going to stick with that because it provides the best coverage, and it has other ingredients in it that give you, it's called, what is it called? The soft focus technology. So it has a soft focus, which helps to blur fine lines, creases, and pores. Craziness. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and finish off the makeup look using our bronzer over here. Hi, Lydia. And we're going to go from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth and just pop this on for our contour. And this is really going to help to give us some shape to our skin and also give us some warmth. So we're going to pop this onto the temples here and just work our way down. Hi, Rosemary. So it's a semi-matte coverage. But then if you set it with a pressed powder like I do, it becomes matte. But it is semi-matte by itself. And it also has a really cool adhering property to it, which is kind of what we talked about with how important using primer is. So what that does is it's kind of crazy. It almost like sets like to the point where you can like almost peel it off. Like it sets. It's such a cool foundation, you guys. You have to try it. And it's on sale in the September special. And you can also, it has a love it guarantee. So if you try it and you're like, not for me, which I highly doubt. I feel like this foundation is magic. You can have your money back as well. All right, so now we're going to use our blush in the shade Surreal, which is one of my favorite colors. It's like this really pretty mauve-y shade. I like this one because it's not loud and it's not pink or red or anything like that. It gives you like just a really soft flush color to your skin. Also has that really pretty sheen. So if you're not like a huge blush girl or you love more mauve-y colors, the shade Surreal is the blush color for you. But again, make sure to comment color match down below if you need help picking out your shades. All right, now I'm going to just pop on a little highlight, which is the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly. And pop this on to the highlight areas. And then we're going to go in with our brows. But not using a setting powder makes it so fast. It's kind of funny. All right, so we're going to go in with our Brow Duo. Yes, it's the same color as the previous foundation. So if you use the shade Lace in the liquid or Lace in the stick or Lace in the spray, you're going to be Lace in the new foundation. All right, so now we're going to use the Brow Duo, and this is a really cool product. One, because I feel like you get the most control over how your brows look with this, because it's a powder and pomade and you have this really dainty little brush to apply with. But it's also really awesome because it has vitamin E, biotin, and argan oil infused in the brow products, so it's actually helping your brows to become healthier and fluffier. Okay, so this side is done. I do have to fix it right there. I kind of want a little low. Perfect. I will message you for your color match. And then also, if you have commented color match before and never got a message from me, make sure you check your requested folder. Because sometimes if you comment that and I message you, if we've never talked before on Facebook, my message will go to like a spam or like a requested folder. So make sure to check those areas. But now is definitely the time to be able to grab your foundation, your concealer, your primer, your setting spray, all the good stuff in the September special. Now, if you don't want to get it on sale and you want to pay full price, you can, which it is available by itself underneath foundations on my website, rayahope.com. Okay, so now that we've done our brows, like I said, I kind of want a little low there, so this is kind of what I do when that happens. I'll take my concealer or foundation or anything, and I'll grab like a teeny tiny little angled brush. I'll grab like the smallest amount. Sometimes I'll even wipe some on a napkin to make sure I don't have too much. And then I'll just very light-handedly go over that. I always joke around and say, have no fear, concealer is here to just fix up anything that you need. Perfect. I will definitely message you for a color match. I see you. I see you, girl. Okay, so brows are done, so let's do our eyes. We're going to go in first with our eyeliner in the shade Perfect. This is a really good product to add to your cart, so you get free shipping at $100. So if you add on the eyeliner, you get free shipping. So this is the eyeliner that stays in place all day, doesn't smudge or smear, give you raccoon eyes, and the shade is Perfect, which is like our black color. Yes, this is all hypoallergenic, all fragrance-free. There's no fragrance in the foundation. There was fragrance in the old foundation, but not in the new foundation. All right, so now for eyes, we're going to go kind of like bronzy. I'm going to take the shade Astute, which I use in every tutorial, I feel like, because it is the perfect neutral color. So we're going to pop this into the crease on both sides. Just like so. Hello, hi guys. If you haven't yet, make sure you click in that bottom left-hand corner. You're going to see a little button. If you click that, you can actually save this tutorial to your wall here on Facebook, or you can invite your friends to watch, or you could save it for later. So make sure you do all of the above. I thrive off word of mouth, so I can't thank you guys enough. If you enjoy my tutorials, make sure you let me know and comment below. Okay, so Astute is in, and now I'm going to take the shade Marvelous, which is this like darker chocolate brown. And I always like to use this one in the outer corner as like kind of like the depth to the eye look. I always like to work kind of backwards with my eyeshadow because the color that we're going to go in next is a bronzy shade. And we're working backwards. Hello, Elizabeth. Hi. All right, so same thing. I'm using the fluffy crease brush and the shade Marvelous, which I use this palette in every tutorial. They're like my go-to neutrals that look good with every eye look that I do, which the colors are Astute and Marvelous that I've used. And then I also have in this the shade Optimistic, which is a really pretty champagne. And I'll pop that on the inner corner, like so. And then now we're going to go in with the Splurge Cream Shadow in the shade Tenacious. This has actually been one of my tried and true colors. I've used this foundation. I've used this eyeshadow color since I started. I don't know that. I've used this since I started with Unique 5.5 years ago. This has been one of my OG favorite colors. So we're going to pop this all over the lid. I like to go in first with my finger, and then I'll fine tune it with my brush. Yes, Optimistic is definitely one of my favorite colors. Yes, absolutely, Anne. I love this makeup for all women, no matter their age, no matter their skin tone, no matter their skin type. I feel like there's something for everyone, which I love that. Okay, so now what I like to do is I'll take my Splurge Cream Shadow Brush, or the Cream Shadow Brush, and I will take that on here. And then I'll fine tune the eye look and just kind of tap this on the inner corner and then blend this into everything else. I love these Splurge Cream shadows though, especially if you have more mature eyes, meaning you have like a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on your eyes. And I love them because it's a cream base but dries into a powder finish. So they don't accentuate your fine lines and they don't crease, and they're very, very pretty and very easy to use. So if you are hunting for like a good eyeshadow for you to use for an everyday look, this was one of my favorites, which again was the shade Tenacious that we used. Oh, nice, Sherry. And then just blend a little and we're done. I am going to take an angled brush actually and grab a little bit of that Marvelous color and just underline my eyes with this. Alright, so I do have a few things to report. Some things that I'm noticing. Because if you are just now tuning in, I did my makeup differently today. I didn't use any setting powder. I just set my under eyes and all over with my pressed powder. So, some things I'm noticing, which is actually a good thing. My under eyes, under here, by this point, typically have little lines in them. It's normal. We have skin. Like, we're not going to be a porcelain doll, perfectly finished person every time we do our makeup. So I've never been like a big stickler about that because I realize I have skin. It's fine. It's allowed to crease a little bit. But something that I'm noticing while I'm doing this is the lines are so, here I'll zoom in, are so decreased under there. It's kind of cool. So not using the setting powder has made my skin look more glowy, obviously because we're not making it as matte, but it also hasn't like caused a lot of creasing underneath my eyes. So if you are, again, just now tuning in, I just set my makeup with just the pressed powder in the shade Taffeta with a big brush. So I just went in with that all over instead of a setting powder, then a pressed powder. So sometimes, like I always say, sometimes less is more. And in this case, it totally worked. Okay, so now let's set our makeup and then we're gonna do our eyes and our lips. So let me set. With the setting spray. And the setting spray is gonna be really important because it takes away the makeup-y look, powdery look, helps to seal everything up all together, and just overall gives your skin like a really flawless complexion. So the new liquid foundation actually has a touch-proof, smudge-proof, transfer-proof claim to it. So putting this on and then making sure that you're using your setting spray over it is honestly going to be the best two products to use, especially if you have to wear a mask or if you just experience a lot of transferring with your makeup. This is going to be like the special combo. So definitely make sure you set your makeup afterwards. And then now let's do our lashes. So first things first is my lash primer, which I always use. So the lash primer is going to be hydrating for your lashes and then also gives you so much length. So we're going to go in first with this. Just like your skin, it's a crime not to prime. Same goes for your lashes. So definitely make sure you're doing that for hydration. And then we're going to go in with the Twisted Mascara. And this is also a really good product to add to your cart to get that free shipping because it has biotin, argan oil, and keratin infused in this mascara. So it actually makes your lashes grow while you're wearing it. Plus, it is the most transfer-proof mascara I've ever used. If you get frustrated that your mascara always ends up all over, definitely try this. So make sure that you get your Twisted Mascara. And I also love it because it has a really intentional little bristle brush, which gives you really good separation and length. And then it also has, drum roll, also has this teeny tiny little wand, which is so perfect for those harder to reach eyelashes. So again, like I was saying about transferring, I used to never put mascara on my bottom lash line because it always would transfer onto my under eye. I hated that. This is the only mascara I've ever been able to use that doesn't do that. That doesn't leave marks on my under eye. Which just goes to attest to how amazing and transfer proof this is. Should you apply mascara when primer is wet? I like it better to do it that way. I know people that do it opposite, that wait for it to be dry, but I personally like it when it's more wet. I feel like my my lashes look larger and longer when I do it right after. All right, so now for lips, we're gonna do a pinky lip look. So we're gonna go in first with the lip liner in the shade Punchy, which these lip liners are only $15 and they are really creamy and they glide on. The lash primer you only want to use during the day underneath makeup. The Steam Lash Serum you only want to use at night. Okay, liner, let's set this. Okay, filled them in just a little because now I'm going to go in with the lipstick in the shade Minted, which is this really pretty pastel. And then blend that out. Which this combination is actually one of my favorites by itself. Okay, and then now we're gonna go in with the lip gloss in the shade Lonesome, which is a really pretty high gloss pink. And I love our lip glosses because they're not sticky. They're just a super pretty high gloss. And they're pigmented, meaning that they give off color really well. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And that's the whole makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed that, but let's just talk about this skin for a second. How flawless does my skin look? It's so good. Gosh, the fact that you can't even see pores on my nose. Usually I have like a little bit of pores on my nose. And my chin, is that not amazing? Even my under eyes not using the setting powder is actually very impressive. Super, super good coverage, you guys. If you haven't grabbed this yet, definitely make sure you do so. It's on sale, like I said, underneath the September special in both of those specials. So make sure to get the one with the plus sign because that comes with more products. And make sure to comment color match down below if you haven't yet been given your shade yet. Make sure you follow my page, which is right here, Rhea Hope. And then make sure that you're also following me over on Instagram, which also is my name, Rhea Hope, there too. So let me know if you guys need anything else. I can't wait to color match you all and get you all set up with your favorite foundation. You'll thank me later. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.